about to be good. I'm a 90s kid. I just turned 43. Any other 90s kids make some noise? A few of us. Okay. So as a 90s kid, I'm in our 60s, it feels like. So I'm a 90s kid. I'm raising 2 kids of my own, and I'm a sex and relationship therapist, which is pretty awesome. And we are, those of us our age, I get to hear often, I'm not the only one, we're getting our entire asses kicked by this whole like gentle parenting fad we're doing, okay? And it makes sense because when I was in school, right, our principal, if we stepped out of line for a second, she could beat our ass with a wooden paddle. So now, if I can't get my kid up and get him to school on time, I can go to jail. That's a thing, yeah. In high school, I had a teacher throw a desk at me, deserved. But imagine the headlines now. He had no punishment, nothing gentle about him. Kids now kind of need like a full dissertation on why they need a consequence, right? And they have no idea how often we got our asses beat with a belt, just like praying we wouldn't catch the buckle end, right? Because we breathed too loud and our dad thought that was talking back. So, social media, our kids are kind of being told to like use your words, right? And so they settle issues on social media like through the veil, right? When we were kids, we handled that shit like adults, right? Like Stacy stepped out of line, I was like, all right, bitch, like playground. And I'm like, Red Rover, bitch, and just, took her out. And our gym teacher's just smoking Pall Malls letting us sort that shit out, Yeah, so it's different. It's just the times are different, Video games in the 90s, we only had regular Nintendo really, so it wasn't a whole big thing. Maybe you were rich, I didn't have that. But my kids, that's what they do. Like, they live in a video game, right? And so I have a 13-year-old son who loves video games. And recently, he got really pissed at a video game he was playing. And he like charges at the TV, but like catches himself right before he does something crazy, right? But we live in a really small home, so we're just watching the TV like slow motion. And it hits the wall and breaks. $1,500 TV. But me, the gentle parent, is just like get down on his level and be like, how does that make you feel? Meanwhile, I didn't tell my parents if I felt thirsty, okay? I could have ridden my bike miles from home and I am sweating and dehydrated, just praying somebody's mom's gonna like toss a Little Hugs juice barrel at me, because I'm definitely not telling anybody that. She just wants me to get off her porch and I'm so thankful. Timeouts, if some of you have smaller children, you can't do timeouts anymore. That's too exclusionary, okay? We do time-ins. And I don't either, but I'm just trying to teach you, it's fine. So time-ins are when we take our badass kids and we give them one-on-one time. Because what we want to do is like, give them time to explore what emotion made them act out. And I'm like, one-on-one time. I played in quarries and ravines alone. Like, it's surprising I didn't get kidnapped more often, honestly. It's pretty shocking. My parents had no idea where I was the better part of the 90s, guys. It's super safe. Those of us who have, anybody have sports age kids? Like Katie mentioned kids playing sports. So women my age in our late 30s, early 40s, we are spending $11,000 to make like gluten-free, dairy-free, like non-allergen foods for an entire ball team for our kid, right? And we know they're going to do that in exchange for a participation trophy they did not earn. And meanwhile, when I was 8, I would get myself off the bus, like hightail it home in time to make a plate of poverty nachos in the microwave. And then, get myself back home to the ball field, and my dad would inevitably be there at the backstop while I'm up to bat, like fist in the fucking fence, like, choke up, you bitch, you suck! And that was motivational encouragement, we didn't even think much of it. Screen time, we're not really supposed to let like the iPad babysit our kids, and I call bullshit on that, to be honest. One, we need a break, like it's fine, guys, nobody's gonna know. But 2, I learned valuable life lessons in the 90s, like the dangers of a caffeine pill addiction from Jessie Spano on a 12-hour binge of Saved by the Bell. She saw it. I'm so excited. Patience is another thing kids don't have. We learned that, I don't know about you, we learned that by using an eraser to like rewind our Montel Jordan cassette tape because we wanted to like get the choreo right for like our, you know, our above ground pool dance we were planning out. Some of us, we learned patience by the melodious sounds of dial-up internet when we wanted to log on to AOL, like age, sex, location, because again, our parents were super unconcerned with us getting kidnapped. So, you know, the kids now, they don't have, they can't wait on anything, right? And so now they have computers in their pockets, so they've got everything they need, right? So we're supposed to get in our calm tone and want to teach them patience and be like, that must be so hard for you, Colin, to only have like 2 bars of service and 4G internet. You know, like fuck you, really. I had to use like a 3-step process in a pager when my friend's leg was on fire, you know? So as a therapist and just as a parent, I wanted to encourage you guys, because we're out here trying to do better than our parents did, like overcome our childhood trauma, give our kids something we didn't have, and we're all here thinking we're fucking it up. And I just want to encourage you and say, we are. We really are. But not because we're bad parents, okay? I blame these moms on Instagram, right? I'm scrolling and I hear somebody that's like, oh my gosh, I was born to be a parent to my kid's wingspan and banjo. And we just never say no. Yeah, we live in a household, we don't say no to our angels. And you know, there's no discipline here. We're a non-disciplined household. We just pick, you know, fruit from our organic garden and take a picnic to our lavender fields. And I'm like, fuck you very much, Laura. Like, I'm gonna keep showing up at the parent pickup line looking for another mom in her 40s, no bra, you know. She's for sure survived some blackouts at field parties, you know. And I'm gonna raise my iced coffee to her because, girl, at least our kids aren't in a quarry or ravine. Thanks so much, guys.